What is up, guys? We are back in Legacy of the Duelist Classic, not Link Evolution, Challenge Mode, where we're taking on Bonz today, and I'm reusing the Mage Caster's Mage Spectre deck again. And this time, hopefully, now that I know the effects of the deck a little bit better, we're not going to be going off the rails listing every single effect that happens, and we're going to be able to focus and streamline in a little bit more of what is actually going on in these duels. But, for the meantime, let's take out this little creep. Last time I used this deck, you guys might remember that I got so excited I couldn't contain all of the cards I was using at once. I was just starting to list effects and then plans I was going to use 3 turns later. But now, we're all dialed in. I've got a hold of everything that we're going to be doing. So, we're going to be placing some pendulum zones here. So then we can special summon 2 monsters, get their effects, and then get a pretty strong monster out, all in the first turn. Sorry about your luck, Bonz. Bonz? I mean, technically the way it's spelled, it should be Bonz, right? Bones would be if there was an E there. Come on now. Learn Leet Speak. Remember in the early 2000s when it was cool to put a Z on the end of anything? No one puts Z's at the end of stuff anymore. I'm sorry to say. Let's just banish stuff, because I don't know how much special summoning he's going to be doing without the extra deck. So I'm going to get the banish card. And then the card I'm going to draw, let's just draw, I already have one of you guys. One of these unicorns, but I think maybe we'll just grab another unicorn? Or should I grab another level 4 so I can keep pendulum summoning them all? I'm going to grab the other level 4. And then I will... Actually, we'll just leave these 2 on the field for now, because if either of them dies, I can just recover them. I don't want to put Unicorn out at risk. I should have summoned Fox and activated his effect. That's alright, though. Ooh, is this an Archfiend deck? No, it's a Ritual deck. Your opponent special summon a monster, activate the effect of a card. Absolutely, I'd like to banish this monster you just spent all that time ritual summoning. Go ahead and get rid of you. We'll banish that ritual. I don't like blue cards on my field, motherfucker. Yes, you might have another way to ritual summon something, but I can get rid of one of them a little early. That'd be great. Why, yes, you might have gotten rid of my monsters, but I'm going to bring them back next turn. You got no way to get your ritual boy out. Maybe you do. I don't know. Ooh, tribute 1 wind monster, and then shuffle this back into the deck. That might give you your effect again, but if I could get 3 direct attacks, how fancy would that be? Let's do it. Because then I can also activate Fox's effect twice. That would also be nice. Add 1 trap card from my deck to my hand. Why, thank you. I'll go ahead and do that. Activate my spell card. I'd like you to shuffle this right back into the deck, please. Sure, I might let him draw another ritual card later, but that's alright. Because right now he's got nothing on the field, which means he's going to be open. Wide open for a whole bunch of attacks. And I get to trigger another effect of my own, because they each have an ability to let me draw a bunch of cards. How great will that be? I'll get a monster, I'll be able to set a trap, and then I'll be able to draw another trap. Ooh. It's going to be dirty. So while they all might have pretty weak attacks on their own, that's alright. Look at this. And plus I'll be able to get Unicorn out this turn as well. Who may fall victim to some other bullshit, but I don't really care about that. Let's grab... Oh, I have all the No, I don't have all the foxes. Let's grab you. Now, which trap card should I set? Maybe I can't activate Fox's effect twice. I'll set this one, Tempest, so that way we can negate any ritual summonings that may occur. Just in case. We'll also set the banished card, or the banished trap card, just in case as well. Oh yeah, I've already done my normal summon because I activated Fox to do that. That's alright. We won't summon Unicorn this turn. Because I'll still get direct attacks. Plus, he's only 500 attack points more than Unicorn or Fox. So, I wouldn't have won either way. Plus, all of the ritual cards he's got are more powerful. So, I see. This sonic bird is actually going to prevent me from being able to attack. Alright, whatever. So it was a mistake to not have out Unicorn in the end. Should I XYZ summon a card? No, because he's going to use this as ritual bait. And then I will have 2 less cards to activate my 2 trap cards with, so no. Because if I XYZ summon and take up 2 of them, then I'll only be able to activate one of the trap cards, but this way I'll be able to stand against both of them. Is the battle phase activate the effect of a card? Yes. I mean, if you're not going to summon stuff, I guess I'll just banish your Sonic Bird thing. If my monster is going to die, I might as well get rid of your monster for it in exchange and lose no life points. Because I'll be able to resummon it, I don't care. Like so, check this out. We'll tribute the Toad, because the Toad, when I resummon him, will let me get a nice little trap card reset. Perfect. See, we're slowing things down this duel. I'm explaining stuff to you all. Summon the ones in my hand. I can only select up to 3, huh? We'll do these 3, because they have the highest attack. I've already used one effect, though, so maybe I should have summoned Yatta, the Crow, and I could have used another effect. I don't know. It's looking like I might just win this turn anyway, because Bonz has nothing. Unless he can activate like a Battle Fader from his hand, which, knowing my luck, wouldn't exactly surprise me if that's what he's doing. But I'm not worried about it. We'll just get all of these fucking cards. Activate, yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Chain another card or effect, no, because it's going to ask me to prevent my own special summoning by activating my own trap card. I don't know which one this is. Is this the, am I drawing this one or setting this one? Shit. I forgot the order of which they activated. That's alright. Now I'm setting... I already have Tempest set, so we'll send a banished one. Right? You were Tempest. Perfect. Now I have 2 trap cards there. Look at this raw power. Now we'll draw whatever monster I feel like, and I feel like drawing another unicorn. Oof. Pendulum monsters are so ridiculous, man. Just look at this shit. One turn. I've got the full field and a bunch of trap cards that I drew. You know how many cards I drew in a single attack, or a single turn? That kind of draw power from this deck? Ridiculous. The ability to just draw so many things for free. My god. Oh shit, is he gonna have enough life point? Or no, he's not, because I still have 2 attacks left. So each of these cards allow me to draw something, or set something directly to the field, and I can summon that many in one turn. Just too good. How do Link Evolution cards top this? Everyone says Link cards are so much better and they broke the game, but to me, I mean, these pendulum things seem so good. I guess we'll find out when I play Link Evolution next week. This video is going to come out way after Link Evolution's been released, but I'm recording this in a pre-Link Evolution in the US world. Oh, and you might have noticed I got a bunch of crap cards that are not pendulum and therefore irrelevant for beating Bonz, but I don't really care. Now we're up against PaniK, who is the only other equivalent I could think of in the original series that was similar to Bonz, because I already dueled Bandit Keith before I decided to start dueling people twice in a row. Now we're in a little bit of a dilemma here, you see, because I could set up a pendulum zone, but then I would have no monsters on the field, and no way to trigger my effects. But if I summon one of these, I mean, I guess I could draw something, right? When this card is normal summoned. I don't really want to normal summon this, though, because it has no attack. So I think what we'll do... Solidarity makes me afraid, though, because if if everything gains 800, there's some... And this gains 200. There's some scary attack power that could come from PaniK's deck, but I think, as we've learned in previous duels, it's better to just set up the Pendulum Zone for now, and then have this be a long-term play, because Pendulum Zones are OP. So we've got no monsters for now, but the second I start getting monsters, we'll be good. Of course, this kind of relies on next turn I have to draw a monster, because if he draws, like, 2 monsters here, we could be in trouble. His entire deck is, like, a bunch of unique things, right? I guess his monsters are still weak until these cards can get activated. Nothing's in the graveyard for now, so we're not taking too much damage. Shit. I didn't draw a card. So what are these effects? Come Princess, the Princess of Ghosts. This card, face-up card, is destroyed while in a monster zone. You can place it face-up in your spell trap card as a continuous spell card. Instead of sending it to the graveyard, well, this card is treated as a continuous spell effect. By this effect, during each player's standby phase, place 1 pumpkin counter on this card. All monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack and defense for each counter. Fantastic. I've used this a bunch. This goes to the graveyard, you can summon another card. All zombie-type monsters you control gain 200 attack for each monster your opponent controls. If exactly 1 zombie-type monster you control would be destroyed, send this card to the graveyard instead. Interesting. So what I want to do is use one of my trap cards to get rid of the princess instead of destroying it by attacking. Of course, I would just like a way to destroy stuff at this point, because I drew another trap. See, you need the monsters in your hand to start... Oh, shit. To start a chain reaction, of course, in this deck. But without the monsters, I got nothing. Maybe I guess I shouldn't have set up the pendulum zone. Shit. Okay, now I've got monsters and I can set up the pendulum zone, so it's all gonna work out this time. But Jesus, last time I brutalized myself. Alright, we'll set you in the pendulum zone. This is the exact pendulum zone I had set up last time, which grants me the power of being able to negate all of your special summon bullshit. So thank you for that. I guess I can't really talk about special summon bullshit from PaniK, considering I'm using the king archetype of special summon bullshit. I guess it's not even an archetype, right? That's just a card type, because an archetype would be like Mage Spectre, or, you know, some other thing, but Pendulum is just an entire card, so how do you define the bullshit in that? I already got Tempest set through Toad's effect, so we will set the Banish card, because I like to banish shit, and then I'll draw... Maybe I'll draw another level 4 instead of my unicorn. No, I want to draw the unicorn in case he gets some other stuff out. Just in case. I was thinking I could draw another level 4, but nah. I'll wait on it. And then I'll summon the unicorn by destroying you, the raccoon, and we'll do something with him in XYZ summon next turn or some shit. Pendulum, I mean. I just like something high in attack out in the field right now, because I have a feeling PaniK's got some ways to maneuver this deck real quick. If he can force a monster to the graveyard, shit, I shouldn't have summoned the unicorn, because Mystic Tomato wouldn't have been able to go to the graveyard without it. Because now he's gonna... No, never mind. He's gonna destroy my monster. How about we... I'll just banish you, because I don't want you activating any effect. How about that? Then he'll still not have a monster in his graveyard because I banished it. And he's already used up his normal summon. Wave, Motion, Cannon, and Messenger of Peace. Messenger of Peace is bad for me, I will admit. During your main phase, you can send this card to the graveyard to inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent for each of your standby phases. See, the good thing is, these two monsters can still attack, but the bad news is, Unicorn can't. That's fine, I'll figure something out. I actually don't know if any of these cards destroy spell and trap cards. I don't think they do, so I think we've got to win now. Within the time limit for Wave Motion Cannon. That's still doable, I believe. But it's going to make things a little bit harder for me. Should I put Mage Spectre Cat in attack mode? I should. He might only have 100 attack, but that's still going to chip away. That's one less turn that he can use the Messenger of Peace. Activate the effect of a card? No. You see what I mean? Because it costs 100 life points per turn to activate it. So we'll chip away at it at any means necessary. This is which card I'm setting. We'll set another banish card so that way he can't use Solidarity. If I keep banishing monsters. You will draw for me. The fox is going to be not able to attack. So I will actually draw another raccoon. And then at the end of the turn I can draw whatever I would like due to the cat. Perfect. He still hasn't summoned the princess monster yet, but I've got ways to deal with her and get her banished so that way Solidarity doesn't trigger. Although at this point I believe Solidarity would make it so his own monsters can't attack. Which would be quite foolish. Although if he's just trying to win me over by the effects of Wave Particle Cannon, it doesn't really matter, I suppose, how long he'll be stalling the duel out for. Let's draw, I guess, the other raccoon, right? Because I can't... I just need to draw a card. I need to focus on things that can attack. We will use Unicorn to activate one of these effects if he summons something, so that way I can have two monsters that can attack. Pyramid of Wonders. Yes, there it is. Let's go ahead and banish this right now, because you used your normal slot here, right? And I want two monsters that can attack. So we'll tribute Unicorn. And I'll get rid of you. Still no cards in his graveyard that can activate Solidarity, and now I can get another 1,200 points of damage because I've got these guys in the field, and these two can attack versus Unicorn. It's the perfect play, and I think I'll win off of that as well. My careful, meticulous way of eliminating every card, rather by banishing it, instead of sending it to the graveyard, prevents all of his effects from being activated. And our beautiful stalemate is going to come to an end, Mr. PaniK. I apologize about Wave Motion Cannon not being able to do all that much, but I don't really care. I don't need a chain effect that would prevent me from attacking, because that's how I'm going to win. We'll grab a Yada for good measure, because I haven't seen the Crow yet. I feel good about it. Now, Mr. PaniK, you will panic as I attack you with a bunch of monsters under 1500 attack points, fitting perfectly through your Messenger of Peace. What's it like to get just destroyed by a bunch of weak little furry monsters? Mr. Skeleton, with your creepy little effects? Haha. Oh no! No! No, he still's got 300 life points left. I was gloating. I had the victory speech. It was done. Oh no. That's fine. I mean, there's no way. No way, right? He can survive with 300 life points? He can only use Messenger of Peace for one more turn. Oh god. Wait. A card would be special summoned. Thank you. Tempest is still in play. Let's get rid of... It doesn't really matter. Let's get rid of one of the raccoons. This negates this, right? Oh. Crap, he can use Solidarity now, but that's alright. He's got no monsters left. Whew. Thankfully, we still had Tempest out in the field. What do you do? By sending 3 face-up continuous spell cards you control to the graveyard, it cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card destroys an opponent's monster, send it to the graveyard, and inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. If this card is in face-up defense position, your opponent cannot target other monsters for attacks. Jesus. That could have been really powerful. But unfortunately for you, I don't know, it just sucks now. Thank God I had Tempest. I had the foresight to still have Tempest on the field, because I was in mid-gloat, man. We'll give Yada the final attack here, because Yada hasn't really been able to do all that much. Beautiful. Thanks. He had that one moment of fear he put in me, but I totally forgot I still had Tempest. Too good, being able to negate those special summons. And with just nothing but low attack power monsters. That's why that deck is so good. Because you can have low attack, but the magic and trap all make up for it. Hey, cool, I got the princess, though. Maybe we'll try a deck like that. Very easily countered by being able to banish everything, though. That probably shut down most of his deck right there. And there we have it. All of the Gen 1, Season 1 scrub minor villains have been defeated now, I believe. With Bonz and PaniK going down, we're actually cutting it close on the amount of duels left in the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Monsters series. We got a couple of the bad guys left. We got some Orichalcos arc. We got the famous Yugimoto, Bakura. Still got Seto. So we still got quite a few things left in the original series, but we're winding it down just in time for Link Evolution to hit its stride. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments below if you enjoyed this. I guess it's a throwback now because it's not the newest Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Check out the Discord channel, Twitter, all the other links, other videos. Let me know how Link Evolution is going, if you're enjoying that series. All that good stuff. But above all else, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you next time. Wait, what? What the fuck's an extra monster zone? Okay. If a link arrow points to an opponent's main monster zone, your opponent can summon an extra deck monster there. Now let's try a link summon. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you,